What was supposed to be a fun first date turned into a nightmare. When he introduced me to his entire family, and I ended up humiliating his and insulting everyone. I joined website for dating to try and get more dates. That was my only intent. I have been working too much for 2 years at my new job. I just wanted to have more fun. I received an email and went on a date with this guy. It's my 5th date from the site. It's been fun.
Woo! Yeah, baby!
But this guy felt like one of those love at first sight moments when we met at a restaurant. I saw him, and he was absolutely perfect. I tried to stay calm, but I felt like I could cut ties with all the guys I had dated and just commit to him. In terms of appearance, he is everything I could ever ask for and exactly my type. His personality seems like a solid 10 tenths. About 30 minutes into sitting down, we didn't even order cause we were just talking. The chemistry was as good as it was with my first love when I was 13. It was perfect, sparks were flying. I thought I was done and ready to commit here. But then he told me to forget about ordering food, that we should go somewhere else, and he came up with this idea. He didn't say much, and since I like surprises, I didn't ask too many questions. I got into his car, and he drove to this restaurant about 20 minutes away, a bit out of town. It was near the beach in an amusement park. I'm familiar with the area, so no big deal. We walked in, and his family was celebrating his aunt's birthday. There was only family in a lot of it, about 6 people. He introduced me, and everyone was friendly and kind. Everyone also knew that this was his first date. They asked him questions like,
"Is this the girl?
Is this your date?
Is this the one?"
All of a sudden, I wasn't so cool or relaxed. I felt heavy pressure to be on my best behavior. It was high pressure to the 3rd degree, but everybody was nice, so that helped. We sat down, and I immediately started getting questioned by his sister and another woman whose relationship to my date I had forgotten. The mom started kind of defending me and telling them to back off and let me eat. But the interrogating continued. After I don't know how long, they turned to my date and jokingly said,
"We approve."
Then I was able to kind of get my bearings about me for a minute. I was totally off balance all night, just tense. Was afraid the back of my shirt would get that a big wet spot, 'cause I felt sweat on my back. So the sister brings her cute little girl and lets me hold her, and she and my date started taking pictures of me holding her and somebody else's baby boy as well. I started to feel like the tone of it all was that we were a couple. I felt like I was already married to him, and that these kind, welcoming people were my in-laws. After a couple of hours, probably closer to 3 hours, everybody was kind of tiring out and everything began to wind down. Keep in mind, my car was still parked at another restaurant down the hill. Then his father suddenly asked me in a joking manner,
"What are your intentions with my son?"
though I can't remember how he phrased the question. Everybody looked at the table, looked at me, which is about half the people there. I guess I was exhausted from all the questioning. I was questioned by multiple people, multiple times. And the pressure of it all caused I kind of lost it. His father asked. I looked at him across the table, and he told his dad to stop. His dad smiled and joked that he actually wanted to hear my answer. And his uncle, I think, also said he'd like to know. I looked at my date and said,
Can I talk to you alone for a minute?
His father laughed heartily and said,
I make her worried.
So everybody is laughing now, and I guess it was a big joke. Then I said to my date,
Hey, can I talk to you alone for a minute?
I stood up in place, kind of. It was one of those long bench seats, and I couldn't push it back cause other people were sitting on it. Then his sister said,
Oh, there are no secrets in this family. Speak your mind.
People then laugh again, and everybody starts making jokes about not having secrets, and this man who married into the family somehow tells me that he remembers being in my place, and he says,
Let me give you some advice.
The best thing to do right now is speak your mind and be honest.
Then others join in and echo his sentiment, all jokingly, I think. So, I looked at my date, and he said something like,
You can tell him anything here. We're all family.
I thought he was joking too. But I had started to lose my ability to tell when people were joking and when they were serious. So the dad says,
Wait, I haven't gotten an answer to my question.
So finally I speak directly to the dad and say,
I'd like to discuss that with him first.
but I regretfully laughed as I said it. So, his father said,
I asked you first. I wanna know.
I turned to my date and he said,
Go ahead. You can talk to me. I can handle it.
So I said,
Okay.
and sat down, then took a couple of breaths while his dad kind of quieted everybody down. I started with,
I think I made a huge mistake.
it all spiraled down from there. I said harsh things like that I felt like I was having a bad dream where I was suddenly married. I asked him about his intentions for bringing me here. I said stuff like,
What are you thinking? Yes, I like you, but I've just met you, and right now I know your aunt better than I know you.
I pointed at her sitting next to me. I thought he was humiliated, but I couldn't stop. The more I spoke, the more bad stuff came out. Total fucking tailspin. I said I want to find someone special, but I don't want to skip the first 29 dates and skip to date 30, which is what I'd done that night. Then everyone started interrupting and suggesting that we should slow down and have a real first date. I wasn't having it. I was out of control, I said.
No, it's too late. I feel like I'm being robbed here. I wanted to meet this guy, get to know him, date him, and maybe fall for him, but now it feels like we're already engaged and his whole family is here with all these expectations. We've skipped the getting to know each other and dating part, so I feel like I've been robbed.
Then I said yet another thing I regret, I said.
It's a huge red flag that I asked for a minute alone with you to talk, and this is what I got instead.
I want to add one more thing.
You're all great and a great family, but the lack of certain boundaries is a huge red flag for me. I would never let my relationship become family business.
My date interrupts me at this point and says,
All right, let's talk in private. Let's step outside and talk. I'm sorry for not giving you that moment earlier. Let's go outside and talk privately. I'll give you all night if you need.
He was clearly shocked, and I could tell that tears were inevitable. I realized that I had offended all of them, so I quietly stepped outside. I felt really bad cause they were all nice and had nothing but the best intentions for me. They love him and they actually told me that I'm good enough, which should have been a compliment, but somehow I misunderstood and spat in their faces. I wasn't even drunk. We went outside and I let him do it again. Now he's crying nonstop, apologizing and almost begging us to start over. I told him I didn't like it, and then I left him there. I took a taxi home and couldn't help but wonder if I had overreacted. I couldn't sleep, and I woke up this morning feeling like I probably did overreact, and now I feel like crap, but it's done. I can't undo it. Should I call him and apologize for embarrassing him and offending his family, or should I just move on? Or should I wait and see if he calls and apologizes? Then update a few weeks later. Just want to clear something up. My date never had a profile on the dating site. He's going over it with his friends, who has a profile. And they're looking for a date for his friend. It was the friend who originally messaged me to set me up with my date also. I deleted my profile. I'm totally done with online dating. I've been in the city 2 years now. So I'm going to just go out and meet people. The old-fashioned way, it just feels less risky somehow. I know this is going to disappoint many of you, but I decided to talk to him the day I posted. Here was the day immediately after our date. That same evening he called me. But I didn't answer because I was in the shower. So he texted me saying,
Do you hate me too much to talk to me?
I texted back.
I don't hate you.
He replied.
Can I call you?
I texted.
Yes.
So he called and immediately apologized, completely damage control mode. I told him it was okay and that I had moved on. He asked if there was any way we could meet again, something he wanted to say in person, and he wanted us to break up with a handshake and all that. It seems like he needs closure. So, I agreed to meet him downtown to talk the following Tuesday. Not a date, no lunch, no coffee, we just met at a park. We met and I knew he was still the same person. He told me that he loved me and we decided to give it another try. We went on 3 dates and I proposed. He agreed. We're going to get married in December. No big wedding. We're going to fly to Las Vegas and do it there. The plan is to spend Christmas as a married couple. Just kidding. I'm not that f***ing crazy. Hope you're still watching. We met at a park just to talk. I've been so disappointed because I felt that the spark and the butterflies in the stomach would be gone. That I wouldn't like her anymore. As soon as I saw this was confirmed. There was no spark, he looked great, but I just didn't feel it. It kind of crushed me, so I decided to listen to him when he apologized again and told me that he really liked me on that first date and got carried away and made a very dumb decision that he wishes she could take back. He added that his mother pulled him aside when we arrived and right from the beginning, tell him that if he likes me. He only made a big mistake when he took me away, I guess. Her mom pretty much cringed when she saw us walking. That night also, I should say. His mother was the only one who protected me that night and practically pulling people off of me. Like a religious uncle who asked me if I'd been saved. I remember that pretty well. But I guess his mother broke his heart for not just having a first date. And he even said that things got crazier after I left. His mother wasn't there to hear me complain. She had driven somebody home and came back. After I'd left, she found my date outside crying and was told what happened. I guess so. His mother stormed into the restaurant and went off on everybody for ganging up on me. My date says she called them a bunch of out-of-control animals. The whole thing was reduced to a big finger-pointing fest by everybody. The mom was furious because the story is that my date's dad left them when my date was 9. He had some sort of breakdown and became an alcoholic. He became verbally and emotionally abusive. So the mom kicked him out to protect the kids. He refused to get his act together and disappeared for almost 10 years. So the mom hates when the dad acts like he has a say in his kids' lives. Since he was gone and just came back less than 2 years ago. But he still lives over an hour away. A lot of the people that were there, I guess, live far away and they flew in for the aunt's birthday. Supposedly, most of them she only sees once a year at the most, so the mom went off on him especially hard and questioned his right to have a say in his son's decisions. To date anybody, she embarrassed him in front of everybody for having overstepped so many boundaries, so she told me this stuff because she wanted me to know that she was very sorry. She let her dad act all fatherly when it wasn't the time and it wasn't his place. These were her words, not mine, in a way. I'm glad the mom wasn't there to witness me going off, because then I would have felt really bad. But come to think of it, she probably would have stepped in and prevented it. He asked me if there was a way we could have that first date again. But I said no, there's no way. I can pretend that we are meeting for the first time. After all that, I know too much about him. I feel way to gone past the first date mode right now. And maybe I need to take a break from formal dates. I apologized to him for not telling him right away how uncomfortable I was feeling, and for going off on her outside the restaurant, and for speaking poorly of him outside the restaurant. That I felt bad about, but that I'm sure they understand me. 'Cause they seemed reasonable when I was talking to him. I could see he was feeling much better that I'd given my own apology. His face shifted from sadness and remorse to kind of hopeful and semi-happy. He started to regain his brightness and courage. We started talking about other stuff, what I do at work, my hobbies, and some other casual stuff. The more I talked, the more she glowed. I felt bad because he looked vulnerable, looking kind of fragile and contrite. He looked vulnerable, but by the end of our conversation, he smiled and looked more confident. I tried to show my sense of humor and make him laugh. I felt a bit guilty towards him, so I aimed to send him home with a smile on his face. I kind of started to feel that spark again after he started to smile and laugh more. He has a wonderful laugh. Really charming and warm. It felt a lot like it did at the restaurant. His greatness returned as he relaxed. He definitely did that for me. He took me to the car and we agreed. Right now he wants to meet my yoga teacher because he's the best. I find it strange not to mention his name. He said he needed to learn how to relax more when he is stressed. So I met him at yoga class the following Thursday. The 7th and May the introduction. My date has been coming too. The same 3 yoga sessions that I do weekly. We talked there and he was still flirting with me. And hints that we should meet for hot tea. Neither of us is a coffee drinker. He took me to the car after class because it's dark by then. I still like him and I can tell that he feels the same way. The spark is all the way back now. But all those comments I got here on my original post about him going crazy are still completely lodged in my head. They have me second-guessing myself about keeping in touch with him. I'm not sure what I'm going to do, but whatever it is, it's going to take time. Final update, we continued to attend the same yoga class. Then I accepted his invitation for tea. After class, we had a lot of fun and made plans for an official date. I went out with him. We dated for a while and took it really slowly. I confessed my love to him at the beginning of February. So far, things have gone really smoothly. My lease is up in June, and I want to move out of my apartment because it's kind of a bachelor place. I want to rent a house and ask him to move in. I feel like our relationship is growing fast and deepening fast, but I think the reason is because we turned out to be so compatible also. I really love him, and he is by my side. So I don't want to take it slow anymore. I know he will become. I'm very happy that I asked him to move in with me. So that's where things are.